I think like if you're just kind of glancing at the first reading, it's going to be like, man, I don't know, Paul sounds a little off today. But actually what he's really honing in on is actually concupiscence. What is that, Father? That's a big word. Concupiscence is our inclination to sin. It's one of the major effects that we receive from original sin. When Adam said non serviam to God by eating the forbidden fruit, that effect has permeated throughout humanity. And so one of the things that Paul is highlighting in this first reading is he's highlighting, for I do not the good I want, but rather I'm doing the evil I do not want. He's talking about I kind of, like, I want to be doing good things, but I just keep ending up doing sinful things. What the heck? And then part of it is what he's doing is he's kind of doing an examination of conscience of his own self. And he's kind of talking about that with the people of Rome that he's addressing. But it's recognizing in our own lives when we do an examination of conscience, it's helping us to recognize, okay, where do I want to be doing good, but I'm ending up doing something else? Where do I recognize the good, but I'm doing evil? And what this invites us to, it invites us into the examination of the mission of holiness that we've been entrusted to. And on a different level, the saint that we celebrate today, Saint Anthony Marie Claret, lived out the mission of sainthood. He started a missionary order, and he was actually the first bishop of Cuba. So he probably also founded the Cuban cigars and all that good stuff too. No, that's not true. But one of the things, he was called back to Spain by Queen Isabella II because there was actually an assassination attempt on him he was attacked with knives. But he was really traumatized by that. But he was brought back to Spain and continued to preach zeal and stuff in Spain. But his last words were, as he was dying, was, I have fulfilled my mission. I have proclaimed the gospel. I have lived out poverty in spirit. That's what we're called to do as well. To fulfill the mission that the Lord has entrusted to us, which is actually to become saints, to become holy, to proclaim the gospel, not necessarily as in the same role that I do as a priest, but we're supposed to take what we have received here and bring it out to the world that desperately wants to forget that, to put it in a corner. And then lastly, we're called to live in a poverty of spirit, recognizing that we can't do any of this on our own, and that we constantly need to come to receive his love and mercy, firstly in confession, and then here at the altar.